Hi, I'm AnalysisWX.com's weather analyst, Andrew Fleck, just here around your Tuesday afternoon for a West Coast, East Coast Tuesday afternoon and evening nationwide view outlook. And basically, what we're seeing across the West Coast is some deep moisture moving in. We talked about early weekend how there were going to be extremely major flooding and mudslide threats across the West, and that's what's going to be happening toward this afternoon and evening, later tonight and on your Wednesday for the West. And this is going to be one of those very hard hit waves that comes in, really turning up the seas. Again, inland areas, flooding, mudslides. It's going to happen. It's going to be a pretty rough day across the West today. Looking at the map from AnalysisWX.com, pretty much it portrays where the heaviest rainfall is going to be hitting. Definitely where the words illustrate heavy rainfall. That's going to be your hardest hitting area right there. As we see on the infrared back here on the next slide, there's going to be really, folks, very heavy rain moving in this afternoon and into Wednesday. So please take precautions on that. That could be a pretty rough day for you Tuesday and Wednesday. Moving on more to the southern plains now, we have that snowstorm that's going to be affecting Texas and the surrounding states. A good snowstorm, I'm going to give you that, and a snowstorm that's finally going to give people, a good amount of snow, something where 6 to 12 is not going to be out of the question, even 12 plus, God, I say it. So basically, we're going to be looking at that to be occurring. As you can kind of see here, if you kind of watch the animation here, the cold air seems to be winning over the warmer air. And what that tells me is there's not a real strong warm air advection. And folks, if this keeps up, there could potentially be snows all the way close to Louisiana. So we'll have to see if that pans out closer to the evening time to see if that does indeed work out. So keep an eye on that, but that's going to be a very good storm down there, in fact, for the southern states finally. Then as we go into the snowfall forecast through Tuesday night across your area, we're going to be talking about 6 to 12 across New Mexico. That 3 to 6 is going to be a long area across Texas. And then again, like we said, around Louisiana, I would not be surprised if snows do get in there. So we'll have to see if that warm air advection east of the snow does kind of stay its weak self. If it does, that snow's going to get there. And I think precip, whether you like it or not, is going to get there. But if the warm air advection can lay off, the cold air will be able to dominate through, and some snow could potentially fall around that area. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Coming more to the northeast now, what we had last night was a pretty good storm, more of a wet storm for wintry mixes and snows across the northeast and mid-Atlantic states. Now a lot of that's starting to recede north as we have a second wave that's going to be moving from the east coast and more to the west. And with that, we're going to get some of the snow and mix getting pulled more to the north, and some of that warmer air advection is going to get caught in producing some rain for the mid-Atlantic and southern mid-Atlantic edge. Tonight's going to be very interesting though, because we're basically going to have our 850 line being about right here, okay, currently. And the 850 is not going to move much, folks. It's basically going to stay here, and it's going to rattle back and forth as we continue through the afternoon and through the evening hours. So what's going to be very important is that north of this 850 line is where you're going to be seeing your snow and mix. And basically, if this 850 busts south a little bit, maybe some areas could be seeing all snow tonight. It's going to be very important to see where that boundary forms. Does it form a little more to the south? Does it form a little more to the north? Either way, I think there could be a difference of who gets some snow tonight, who gets maybe a mix and maybe of nothing, and who just gets plain rain. So there's going to be a battleground on either side of that line tonight to see how much warm air advection can pull that north, where temperatures are, and of course all the good stuff later on that we'll see come closer to the evening and later tonight. And of course on the satellite imagery here, you have that second wave moving in from just off the east coast here. You have one little short wave here. I think it's more of an upper level short wave that's going to pulse very quickly to the east. I think that and this bigger area of infrared satellite imagery here, where you have some of those lighter colors, those two are going to combine together, and that's going to be the big question to whether who exactly stays rain, who maybe changes back to snow. That is again one area that I really want to go and see what happens later on tonight. So that would be mainly the area to watch. I know we have in the coming days, as you go on analysiswx.com, you can see our headlines. Headline 3 about a potential blizzard over the Northeast. That's going to be the major and bigger storm. But hey, you know what? Some of those areas a little more south, you could benefit from some snow again too. So we're kind of going to be taking this day by day. Basically, this is a very, very active East Coast again, as it has been in multiple times. So the potential for getting some more snow is going to be day by day. Basically, tonight there's going to be some snow. Wednesday there's going to be some snow. Thursday we could talk about a major snowstorm again. So just keep an eye on it. So this is your afternoon edition. I'm weather analyst Andrew Fleck. Have a good afternoon, and I'll talk to you guys later.